He said he wanted to wait for you, for you.
Hope we get copyrighted so his whole part be silent.
I will wait for you.
They don't know, bro.
I will wait for you.
I definitely hear that song about 77
That
times
shit is so
a day.
beautiful, bro. That shit touched my soul when I hear
It
that.
sound good, but now I'm just
Who you waiting on?
Yeah, the Tim's.
Nah, who you waiting on?
I'm waiting on you.
Who you waiting on?
I don't know.
Alright.
I'll make sure as I go. Make sure as I go.
I'm waiting on you. Who am I waiting? Oh. Alright. If the world was ending, I'm about to be trouble.
This is what y'all do.
Welcome to all new episode of the 5% Podcast. He's amazing host for the evening. Your boy DJ. I'm always here with my fellas.
Ooh, I like how he just came in straight up. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's Rick. We back again. It's Friday, and hey, let's get with it.
JOHVAN Lockett, also known as JOHVAN Lockett. I don't have any extra names today. I'm gonna let y'all slide.
Facts.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Hey, I feel that.
It's your boy Brian, you know what I'm saying? We out here, doing the day.
It's your boy Mary West. Thank y'all for tuning in. Good to see and hear from y'all again.
Shout out to my nigga Cecil too, man. He know.
Yeah, shout out to Cecil. On social media.
Shit, but I feel you.
Looking like the
Guy
West.
who handles our social media. And shout out to Lyndon, engineer, in the background as well. If you tuning in every Friday, it means you're a fan. If you're a fan, that means you're following our Instagram at the5% podcast. And number 5, do not spell the 5 because you're not gonna find us there. You can find our link tree in our bio where you can find our latest video, and you can find our audio where you can listen to us via audio. What is that? Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, those type things. If you can't catch this video live, all those things are updated on Saturday, and we kind of found something last Saturday we might continue to do, which is our little give y'all a little extra little video clip called Charged Up.
Recharge, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Where we give y'all a little extra content, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can see us a little more out there as well. That's on Saturdays as well. You can catch all that on the Instagram. And we're the podcast where we cover culture, sports, music, and trending topics. Now that I got all that out of the way, how you guys' week been?
Not a great week. Actually, I finally had one of them good weeks, bro.
It's just been a good week, man.
Ooh.
Oh, y'all can't talk at the same time. Go
I
ahead.
like that.
Go ahead, bro. It's just been a good week, bro.
Brian, get his shit out.
What you do?
Make sure you got this shit out first.
Oh, you've been chilling. Just been positive vibes.
Making some new fundamental moves.
I like
Oh,
the way that
getting rid of some waste.
Someone's rank going up?
Okay.
Somebody leveling up.
Wow.
Like that's
Doing
fine.
things, man.
See your rank going up.
I like it.
He getting rid of some, taking out the trash.
Yeah, spring cleaning.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pick up that trash.
What about you?
I had a good week, man. I want to shout out Halsey, bro. Like she.
Oh, you went to the show?
I
Correct.
I went to the
Correct.
concert
Heard it was fire.
and I was blown away, bro. Like she passed the St. Pablo concert. I gotta be objective and be real.
No disrespect, King. Who is Halsey?
Halsey is a she sings pop, but she sings rock and alternative too.
She a beast.
For the fans, you know, just some
Yeah, she's pop R&B, not R&B, sorry, pop, rock, and alternative artist.
She could do R&B though, I think.
Yeah,
She got the voice for it. She did.
B put me on to her, and yeah, we went to the concert, and she is incredible.
Is that her?
That is her right
Oh,
there.
damn, she look amazing.
You know what she
She
falls
is
in
sexy.
like? Okay,
She was
when I
in
listen to
UK.
those type of music, she falls in like the chain smokers, Calvin Harris,
Yeah.
Harris type.
Something like
that. I can see that.
Yeah, she a
vibe.
little rough.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think she's a little more rougher than them though.
Yeah, she has like pink in her. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying,
Little pink
when I
chain
listen
smoke.
to
Yeah.
those, when I listen to all them, they kind of all remind me of, cause she be on their stuff too as well.
for
She
real?
fit like right
Definitely.
when she
106.
on their song, she's
106.1.
like they all a group.
That's right
So
there.
is she like an artist that's been around for a while? Or?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
You can say
okay,
that.
okay.
He can say that.
She's dated G-Eazy and MGK, I think.
Yo,
Yeah.
G-Eazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
G-Eazy.
I didn't want to bring that up.
I'm sorry,
but
no
yeah,
disrespect to her.
No, I think, well, you have, because G-Eazy was like a
Yeah, she like
major.
girls, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
she does.
Her and G-Eazy were a major thing. Like, they had like her whole album was written about this name.
Right.
Yep.
No, she's incredible. Like
Yeah, I said that was
like-
an incredible album too.
a whole. I'm really into like stage design and stuff, and like
got
she
a whole
had so
goddamn
many
list.
different she did so many different like visuals and like her movements and the way she was interacting with the crowd. It was just flawless, like A++. So shout out to her, and I'll definitely go see her again.
That's what's up.
I don't want to say always, but normally you can expect more of a show from a pop artist.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like set wise
I can see
and
that.
props and
I see
stuff
that.
like that. So
Her voice, her voice was just good. It was just,
oh yeah, she's
man, it
good
was
live.
incredible, bro. It's just like the song.
No
bro.
BET
Ray
photos,
J,
right?
No, none of that. None of that, bro.
What about Joe?
I mean, man, I had a normal week, dude. You know me, I'm always living my life, but had a normal week. Dude, just simple as that, respectively. Well, had a little altercation, but nothing serious. Just
You
be
got to
positive.
muff him.
No, I don't muff nobody no more.
Bitch, why
That
you
life
tell
is
me?
over.
I've been with you all week. I ain't heard nothing about this.
No, because it wasn't that serious.
But you said a little altercation. What's something I
Like
should
a
know?
small, like this a little miss.
What happened, bro?
It was just like a misunderstanding. That's all.
That's not what I had.
Did you get? So you got madder than you were supposed to?
Not really. Like it was like a
Little spat.
yeah, just like.
Hey, what happened, bro? Let's just tell me.
Nah, because I don't want to. I don't want to bring energy to that. I really don't. It just, I'm thinking.
Bitch ass
positive
nigga,
on it.
don't ever step to
No.
me.
Nah,
It
you
didn't get
gotta
that long.
Yeah, you gotta respect it. If you don't want to talk about it.
Nah, you
No, definitely nothing like that. But you got your goddamn on. You hear me?
I was backing you up.
Oh, you did? I heard something different. Bro.
And that's what happened.
You don't want to talk about
Black
it. You gotta
trauma.
respect
Oh, I just say I got disrespected.
Oh,
My
no.
fault. Hey,
Black trauma.
And that's what happened at work.
No,
No, misunderstanding.
Hey, I'm sorry.
No,
Eric.
public
I didn't
apology.
mean to Get you into that.
I'm sorry, Eric Lockett.
That's what happened.
But I gotta agree with y'all. My week was pretty decent. I had a pretty decent week.
Didn't it feel good, bro? It's like nothing. Like it's like I was pretty smooth.
Smooth sailing.
Then watch next week. We're gonna be.
Nah, see, I
Man,
don't even
look
think
at-
like that, bro. You know?
I suppose.
Man, well, besides dealing with the concussion, I mean, it rounded off. Today, it's been a good day. Like,
So did you finally visit the doctor, or you just came to the conclusion that's what you got?
I went to the doctor last Friday, and they diagnosed me and said I had a concussion. So I've been kind of dealing with that, like that shit. Like, oh my god, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Like, cause it's just like.
I mean, yeah, the niggas
nigga
just
had,
look
like,
Motherfucking shit was just
Nah,
like
he
somebody
looked that-
grabbing my motherfucking head all day, just like, yeah, I'm gonna go with you. Don't even worry
I'd
about
be
it.
like, hey, DJ, he'll take like 10 minutes to respond. Like,
So
what,
low
Joe?
key, were you
Like,
mad at yourself though?
Was I mad at myself? No, because I didn't think it would come to some shit like that.
Nah, he was really fucked up, bro. Like,
Door
a
fell
nigga
down.
just.
Nah, it was like the door was down. So
No,
like,
his dumb ass raised up to that hoe.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what
I
knew
didn't know it was
something
like
that.
so.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
worst.
when you younger, you normally can like
Your
man,
body
shake that
do that
shit
shit,
off.
yeah.
But this time, like nigga, getting older, you do.
And bro, you hit the exact part of the head you don't want to hit, bro.
Yeah.
That'll shut
He
you.
hit
It'll
the
shut you
medulla
off.
oblongata.
No bullshit. All bullshit aside.
Wow,
back
but
your
believe
head
that
will
nigga
shut you
though.
off. Like,
Yeah,
So-
and it's just like.
That's the right back.
Like I ain't gonna lie, like
that's
Wes was
the
telling me
Neo.
like, bro, every time you feel good, but now I was like, yeah. In my mind, I was like, yeah,
It
alright.
hit you
But
till like later
no,
on.
it was like 2 days I was good, and then next day it was just
Oh, yeah,
like,
that shit
no,
hit you.
we back. Don't
like, it
worry
just
about
happened at you,
it.
like, what the hell?
But yeah, today's been good. You know what I'm saying? New beginnings happened today. You know
It was
what I'm
hard to look
saying?
at your phone, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I feel a lot freer at my home. Like I don't know what it
Bitch.
is, but I just feel a lot better at my house. Like I can just roam
It's a
and
lot of space.
yeah, spacious. Just a lot of unnecessary stress going on in my
I feel you,
life.
bro.
But now shout out
How much did you lose? Like 160 pounds.
What?
You let Brian down right
Bitch,
there.
yeah, I do kind of like a 160.
Oh,
Bro, I swear to God.
Nah,
My
shout,
fault, B.
shout out to friends who be there,
My
don't
fault,
say
B.
nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Graciously. Shout out to friends that's there for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying? You don't really get none like that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the ones that was there for me today. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say no names, but,
Boy.
one phone call away, they was there. You know what I'm saying? They was,
fuck about that shit.
Nah, man. But nah, I appreciate all y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. If y'all got friends like the friends I have, like, around me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, y'all be greatly appreciated because these guys that I have around me are, like, really one phone call away.
Maybe two.
You know what I'm saying? Don't complain. Pull up no matter what the issue is. If it's picking up a rock or, you know what I'm saying, need somebody to talk to, whatever, bro. Like, these guys are always here, like no matter what. You know, someone give me a little attitude and shit, but I know he loved me at the end of the day.
Nah, real shit, real shit.
Anthony Jones sentiments does not
I got a
get
question.
to the 5% podcast.
I got a question
I think
for like real shit, and everybody that's here today.
Nah, I appreciate
Like,
that shit, bro.
If she got like to the nitty, who you calling first, respectively?
Why you gotta bring it to that?
Okay,
like, you
depends
always
on
wanna
what,
do
like
I
what
kind of want to know that.
We can't always just be friends.
You know.
fighting.
No, this is like this. This is.
He talking about a shootout type shit. He
A shootout?
He talking about like an argument.
like the death type
He
shit.
talking about
Well,
this.
Okay,
talking
you
about
gotta
an
name the
argument.
scenario, like, cause it's
I
different
mean, just
stuff for
like
different
like
folks.
where it's like something got to happen now. Whatever
like
it
fighting.
is. I guess since I was gonna go to fighting. I don't know no goddamn scenario.
It is. Y'all gotta do. It's like everybody got to roll.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, and sign a role you calling everybody for. Is that a little better, bitches? Shit.
Okay, cause I already did all this. First person I called when shit happened, I called Cecil
Okay.
first, cause I know this nigga.
He ain't doing
I
shit.
don't know, for some
He ain't doing
reason.
shit.
No, it ain't that. For some reason,
She's ain't doing.
Hey,
She's
y'all
ain't
do- yeah, he ain't doing
She's
shit.
ain't doing some kind of nigga. He always free.
no. For some reason, I kind of test him because I want to see if he really like. But he really like. He really
really
pull
like
up
that?
like no
He-
matter
okay.
what. Like I don't know what. Like he don't give a fuck. Like, but I know it's out of Cecil and West because I know they don't like. And when I called West, I said, "Get your ass over here." He's like, "I bet." Like here's all he
I'll be
said.
asking questions like, nigga, for what? I ask questions. I ain't
West
gonna
said,
lie.
"I bet."
Like, why am I coming? How far is it gonna take to get there?
But like the thing is, like I be thinking in my mind, like if I sit here, the time I'm sitting here asking questions, trying to figure everything out, like.
But I'm on the way as I'm asking questions though.
Oh yeah, that's one thing, of course. I didn't even do that. I was just trying to hurry. All right, I just assumed that
Ain't gonna lie.
The worst is.
it hit the fans. So.
Nigga, I need to know it all. Because first of all, I got to be prepared. And then I have to assume if I feel like this situation is worthy enough for my time. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
sometimes,
you tell me, you know what I'm saying?
sometimes
Like,
because
if you did some stupid ass shit,
But
if you did some stupid shit and got
come
yourself
out.
into
You
that
do
shit.
no. You do come out all times though.
Yeah, I do come at all time because you ain't did
yeah.
really no stupid shit. But if somebody was putting me in like a stupid situation, man, I'll let this bitch else no baby daddy put like, man.
so I'm third on the list, by the way.
No,
No,
y'all
you
all
asked before.
equally.
You
Y'all
asked
all
before.
equally come at the same. No, I mean no pause.
Hey, yo, y'all
Y'all all equally will pull up.
He was on
You
his
know,
own right there.
no questions asked. It's just I know like. Now that I tested Cecil, I know for a fact. Bam, Cecil. Nigga, it's 10 niggas out here. All right, I'm on my way.
He taking at least 4. I would say that.
Yeah, so
He's
like
getting 4
I
niggas
know
out
that.
there.
I know that for a fact. West is 20 niggas, but bro, I don't. Well, I ain't gotta tell you West. I be like SOS. He know, like
Yeah, you say whatever pineapple juice. He be like, I'm on the way.
yeah, he know.
Did
Like,
me what?
I gotta wait the last because your ass gonna want no detail. I gotta.
They gotta send an email back. All right, bro, I'm on the way.
I say yo, let the
Nigga.
So I'm at
I'm laying in the bed. I'm laying in the bed reading that hoe with my glasses.
man. First of all, before you
I'm at
even
620
say
West
anything, but yeah, like I know, like yeah.
Facts. All right, bet. Let's get into it.
I mean, but
That was good
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I ain't see. Y'all ain't gonna say y'all's. Okay, anyways.
No.
I ain't let you laughing. I'm coming.
Scenarios. Oh, okay. Okay. Everybody know about the viral video of the girl who had 4 kids and the one baby daddy who only brought
Oh, that pissed me off. Shit.
one
Oh,
McDonald's
gosh, she
for
pissed
his
me off.
kids.
Good shit. I like
Do
the way
y'all
you brought that
feel
up.
like
I'm gonna go
if
first.
y'all was in that situation, do you feel like you should bring food for all kids or just your kids? Because there's a split. There's some guys and girls who saying yes, I would bring McDonald's for all the kids, and there's
Fuck no.
guys and girls who saying, she was childish. You know what I'm saying? He can only bring McDonald's for his kid if he want to, and all this other stuff.
I'll go first.
She had a lace
I just
front
wanna
and
make one
eyelashes
thing
she
I'll
could
go-
afford.
go ahead.
Are we keeping his situation intact? Like, would
The,
be-
Yeah,
the
based off
exact,
scenario.
exact
Based off
video
scenario.
of what happened.
No, based off scenario.
Oh, okay. If
Go
I
ahead.
was in that, okay, for one, what I would have done in that scenario to not make the kids feel a certain way, I would have brung him out privately, let him eat. The other kids don't have to know. That's because that's not my kids.
He said do that.
He,
She said
yeah.
no.
I don't know. I'm saying fuck her. She ain't shit. In my opinion, I don't give a goddamn if it's her earth. I don't give a shit. She was wrong in that. In my opinion, she was wrong. For one, bitch, that was at least.
Less bees.
I'm sorry.
So let's paint the scenario a little bit better. The situation a little bit better. Dude pulled up to her job. Actually, it wasn't her house. I believe it was like her job or some place of business. Well, no, it's an actual video. Like she recorded him like pulling up and everything. First off top, you know what I'm saying, just to because it pissed me off, so I got to put that out there first. It's fake. The whole thing is fake. What? She has a TikTok page to where her thing is like baby daddy, baby mama skits. And like she trying to go viral, so you know what I'm saying. That pissed me off when I found that out.
Well.
Yeah, exactly.
But she dropped another video talking about I stand by what I said.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. That's her whole thing, though. That's what she's going for. Like that's if you go to her little TikTok page, like look her up.
Allegedly, it's fake. Let's just say that.
Ain't no like if you look her up by name by her TikTok and go to her TikTok, she has other videos of doing baby daddy, baby mama skits, like them arguing and different type of stuff. She already been exposed for that. But that's beside the matter. The whole point is he pulled up. You know what I mean? I do agree with Joe that there should have been him taking the child out and being like, okay, hey, come eat with me, son. You know what I mean? We finna sit in the car and talk and bond. Even if he did not decide to do that, I do not feel like he would have been wrong for sending his child back in there with food because according to the story, this was an everyday thing. This man pulled up religiously every day to bring his child McDonald's.
That's his child.
You know what I mean? So it's just like if you putting this on paper.
Eat McDonald's every day.
But not every day. But she was saying like this time I'm gonna expose him for.
Yeah, exactly. Like this, this is something he does often.
Nothing to expose.
But my thing is, you're talking about every time I have to do this. I shouldn't be obligated to do that. But if I do decide to do that, I do feel like you get extra points as a real nigga. Like I don't feel like you go out as no sucker. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't feel like you obligated to do that.
I agree. My fault. I agree with what Eric said. I just don't feel that if the roles were reversed, if I was a man that left a woman and got 2 other baby mamas and I had like 4 kids, I know for a fact one of my baby mamas ain't gonna be pulling up trying to feed my other kids. You know what I'm saying? I just know that for a fact. That's for one. And then 2, like Eric said, it's not an obligation. What you went and did after our relationship ended is none of my business. Now, if I'm messing with you coming into it knowing that you got other kids and I'm taking all this on, that's one thing. But I'm not obligated to pay for or support anything you do outside of our child together. So, yes, you are like you real for going out of your way to take care of all the kids. That's I mean, I commend you for that, but you just can't expect no man to do that, bro. Like, we all out here struggling, too. Like, that's 4 kids. Like, McDonald's is expensive.
That's
like
at least a $46 meal.
And I do see both sides, though, because at the same time, you know, I've been in that scenario or even on, you know, just watching your brother or sister or seeing your siblings get treated different. You even see that as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Whether you on the receiving end or not. Right. If you see your brother or sister going with their dad and you got to stay at the house all the time, you see that. Right. If you see that you get to leave all the time but your brother and sister got to stay at the house, you see that. You know, so I do see both sides of it. But it's just kind of like you can't stop that man's shine as a father because that's not his fault. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, too, she could have been woman about it and talked to him. And said, hey, you know what? I don't really think you bring him McDonald's like that in front of other kids is a good idea. You mind doing something else? You know what I mean? Like, do you want to, you know, just get him from school that day? Or do you want to just pick him up and take him to go eat? You know what I mean? You can talk about it. You didn't have to expose him because if it was a problem or a situation, you know what I mean? Like, let's handle it like adults.
Do you feel the other baby daddies are doing that for all the kids?
And they probably may do, not. But they're probably not. You know what I mean?
I feel like she just singled him out. This must have been like her first.
But I feel that though because that's how it goes though. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know how it is. Well,
I think
I ain't gonna say it on camera.
Not that, but what I'm getting at is just like the guys that try to be actually. Somebody get shit getting told for real. But the guys that actually are trying to be in their children's life and do right by their child is just like they get the most shit. The baby mamas give them drama. You know what I mean? They have to go through shit when you got the guys that don't give a damn about their kids, ain't worried about what their kids said. You know what I mean? They got a clean slate. They get free. They don't be on no child support. They don't be having to have no house, so they don't have to worry about none of that. And they can give a damn where their kid is at. Like, that's just how it is. And it sucks, but I feel like that's just how life is in most situations.
So, I think, real quick, I think that I think a lot of parents are afraid to talk to their kids. I mean, like, what's like, because I've been in the same situations where I've been around step brothers or sisters, right? Where it's like they get treated a special way, or I don't, or whatever, or vice versa, right?
Yeah.
But like as a kid, at a certain age, you should be able to speak to your kids, especially as a mother, and be like, okay, look, so and so's father is not your daddy. Okay,
Yeah.
see, he does things for so and so that you know.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
you have your own daddy. You know, if you want McDonald's on certain days, you can speak with your daddy and see if he can get that for you. But
Yeah.
you know, he's not your daddy and whatnot. But at the same time, it's like if you do that, I feel like you don't have the obligation. But if you're doing that, like you say, every other week, and you constantly do it in front of these kids, and you don't maybe once in a while, you might do it for everybody.
Exactly.
But it's like me taking lunch to my kid at school. I'm not finna bring lunch for everybody in this motherfucker just because everybody feel jealous.
Let's
Like,
just say if no other parent bought kid they lunch that day, your kid the only one. You know what I'm saying? So now the rest of the kids feel bad, so I'm supposed to bring to school. You know what I'm
right?
saying?
I'm
That's what I'm
supposed to bring
saying,
pizza
like-
for everybody now. 'cause
Like,
Exactly.
I don't know them kids, like, and respectively, like, that's like you said, like, I'm going down the street, I see a kid, oh, I gotta give him a Happy Meal. No, that's not mine. Like, I didn't create that.
Yeah, that's why I say I feel like the best way that situation should have been handled was if she had a problem with it, she should have, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
adultly, respectfully, and just talk to him. Let them know, like, hey, this is what it is.
Clickbait,
Can
though.
we come with another, situation? Can we come up with another solution to where my kids won't feel affected?
Well,
Or-
I feel like
sorry, one more time. Even instead of just buying like another meal for each kid, throw in like an extra 10-piece of nuggets in your kid's meal, and then you could be like, here, share it with your brothers.
Or fuck it,
You know
buy
what
a
I'm saying?
pizza. I go to Little Caesars, drop the $10 or drop the $20 and get a
$5.
pizza.
Now they all
Everybody
hungry.
gonna eat.
well, I actually been, my mother had 2 baby daddies, so I see like it's no problem in that, like, cause you know what I'm saying, my dad did for me. He didn't do damn diddly squat for my brother, so like it's no like those are not your kids.
You only got one brother, right?
No.
No, I got
But that's
I got
when you
two.
calling first.
Two brothers. Okay.
I got 2 brothers on
Calling him
on
first.
my
but
mama's
he don't know your
side.
fam- He don't know your old damn
2
family.
brothers on my mama's side. I'm on my daddy's side,
Petty.
and me and my
How you
sister
know what
share
brother
the
to
same,
help?
the same mom and daddy. But
That's true.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? With, like, if he would come pick me up or he, you know what I'm saying, do stuff for me, he would always do stuff for me. He would never do stuff for them. So it's like, but you know what I'm saying? As a kid, you understand, that's not my dad. Like, I understand, like, that's not my dad and that's their dad. So, I mean, kids see that and they know, like, and that's on her if she's not making the other fathers, or well, not really, if she ain't took the time out to pick the right.
And that's what I was gonna
Man,
say too.
you know
No
what I'm saying?
disrespect to her or to women in that situation, but it's like at the same time too, you seeing that happen and it go down like that, and seeing the dads not step up, that low key should make you kind of want to. I feel like it should low key make you want to kind of move different to where your kids won't even have to feel that. You know what I mean? Like shit.
You know, I had no 3 baby daddies. I'm sorry.
Or nowadays,
That shit
like,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Like, if he do that, but like, I'm finna cash out you. Can I cash out $10 to get my other kids some food? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's easily like can be fixed.
It's just
like,
communication, bro.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah. She
That's
definitely
why
had
when
that
I
wrong.
found out, like, because I low key kind of felt, I felt
was
that
fake.
personally. Yeah, but when I found out it was personal, when I found out it was fake, it was just kind of like, I was like, man, this
That's
motherfucker.
disappointing because
Like,
it's
you
putting the
motherfuckers.
rhetoric.
Would you do that?
Black
Good one.
people,
Be in that
and it's
situation?
like, bro,
Would you like?
we
feed-
already don't
feed
want
all-
to be
feed
seen
all
in
other
that
kids?
light.
I got
Sometimes.
a question for y'all that kind of goes along with it. So, if he's not obligated when they're not together, right?
Yeah.
If you are in a relationship, now are you obligated to do that for each of them?
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
if you actually
are.
talking to her, and you know what I'm saying, you trying to be with her, I feel like you then at that point, you know what I'm saying, you're pursuing her, so yeah, I'm going to
Don't worry, Jay.
get all the kids some food, because at that point you should be dating to be in a relationship.
But not even that. Like not even that. It's just like that. If you're dating a woman with kids, you have to realize, you know what I'm saying, this is who she come with. It's not just her. It's
exactly.
her and the kids.
Like,
you know what I mean? So you're taking that. You have to go into that knowing that. So yes, that is your obligation. You know what I mean? If you are talking to a woman with kids and your child has that, you know, or siblings with 2 of the kids or however many of it, that's not yours. You got to do that. Because then you'll also cause an argument, you know, because you're showing her that you're not accepting them as your kids or even close to it. Because I'm going to feel some type of way, honestly, as a male. Like, if I'm talking to a chick and let's say we got a kid together, but I got my own daughter and she just pull up with some food just for our child we made together, but not my daughter, and we're talking, I'm going to feel some type of way. Like, damn, bitch.
Okay, see, when y'all are dating, that's different.
Yeah, that's what he asked. You know
I had to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, okay. In that instance, yes, that is wrong because you know what you're
coming into.
Yeah. If I'm over here minding my business and you just over here, you know, popping out kids, I mean that ain't my.
But supposedly, the narrative she was painting was that they were together at one time. Oh my bad, bro. They were together at one time. Like the 2 kids that she had, or however many, or 3 kids she had before him, they were before him. My bad. Like,
so this is the recent guy.
So he
was the last baby father. The child they had together was the youngest. So when he was dating her, he was taking care of the kids. So when they broke up, he stopped.
The plot thickens.
Alright,
yeah, but load of bullshit.
Speaking of thickens, alright, what if you know what I'm saying, at the grocery store or something, you in line behind some dude, and he's scrolling on Instagram, and he happened to click on your girl page.
I always think about that shit. I swear, I always think about that shit, bro.
Honestly, I've never.
And he liking all your girl pictures, and he turn around and be like, "Damn, you bomb raw fuck shit out this."
I ain't gonna laugh. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna laugh.
What would you do?
I'm gonna laugh like a motherfucker. I'm like, damn, that bitch is bad.
Like you would, bro.
You would say that?
I'm like, damn, that bitch is bad.
I would try some shit. So you have you talked to her? Like you ever, you know what I'm saying?
That's a thing. I ain't gonna lie. That'll be me right there.
No, not at all.
Because I'll be thinking. Out of like, what are the odds that he's scrolling on my girl?
But listen to what he said. What is the dude?
Yeah, the girl, you in the line, like at the line.
We at the store.
At the store.
But then you said it's an older man?
No, it's just like some dude, like
some random.
Oh, so it's a regular nigga like me.
Y'all niggas waiting in line. He just.
I was about to say, bro.
He got his phone out.
If you turn around,
I still wouldn't ask that because when you talking to a chick, you don't do that shit.
Okay, but
if I'm talking to this bitch, I got that bitch. You not finna be.
But Eric, girl though, like
Eric.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're already fucking her, hitting her, how many girls are you having sex with that you just go down their page and like their pictures? You don't, because once you already get them, we stop doing that as men.
Well, why is he on my girl page like she IG model or something?
That's what he like.
Like, how did that happen?
But bro, that's secure. That's solidifying. You got a bad bitch.
Like, why eat her asshole?
But that's what I'm saying.
Twice and
that's securing, bro. That's securing that you got a bad bitch. Like to me, that's what they say to me. Like if a nigga, even if he start going into detail, like, oh my god, bro, look at her toe. Like I'ma laugh because you know what I'm saying. Little do you know, nigga. I'm face fucking.
I agree with Eric.
Now,
if he was in her DMs, that's
she DM me. No,
that's different. That's where I would draw the line.
Is that the same as like it's just some chick that you hitting and somebody like brings it up, like, because
that's different.
I've never had it where I've been dating a chick, but I've definitely had a nigga ask me about a female that I definitely had smashed a couple times before, and I kind of just like, you know,
depends on. It depends.
You know, it's like I ain't like. It's like
it depends on if you currently smashing her or if you did smash her. If you did smash it, don't matter. Like, oh yeah, that's when you tell your boy, and everything. Oh yeah, that bitch.
Yeah, I didn't power drive everything.
Exactly, but then if you're currently hitting her, you like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm fucking. You know that's your nigga. You keep it real. Shit.
So sorry. I have to answer something. But what was the?
He said if you standing behind a nigga in line and you just so happen to see his phone and he's scrolling on your girl page, like liking all her pictures and shit.
Like my actual girlfriend.
Your girlfriend.
That nigga gonna
girlfriend.
No. I'm like, so what's this about, brother?
That's what you gonna say. That's what you gonna say.
If it's my girl, I'm not gonna say anything. If he turns to me and says something,
that's what I'm saying. That's when I would respond back. Like,
but just because he on my page liking shit.
What you gonna say? What would you say?
It depends on what he says.
Bro, you look familiar.
What if he just be like, man, damn, bro, like she's fine as hell.
Like, yeah, she is.
I'd be like, yeah, look at this picture. Scroll down with us right there.
Fucking and shit.
No. I didn't know that part.
I didn't know that part. Look, I got turned over.
That's player right there.
I didn't know that part.
Right here.
If she just said like, if she just said,
on that.
oh.
Don't even say it, just show him.
If
that's you.
Yeah. If the dude was like, oh, she fine, I'd be like, yeah, she is. But in my mind, I feel in play. I'm like, yeah, I'm banging the dog.
Exactly.
Banging the dog shit out this
Little
motherfucker.
do you know.
You're fantasizing. I'm fucking lying. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I love it.
Like I would.
I love
Like I
it.
swear to God, no matter how much detail or whatever he went to, because
What
at
if
the
it's
end of the
your
day,
wife?
he just don't know. It don't matter. He just doesn't know
I'm
because
sticking shit down
I
the
just
tongue.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
realize
Don't
that?
keep boosting.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it player unless I see him scrolling in her DMs or he
That's a
says
different
something
story.
disrespectful.
Yeah, now if he go to like
That's
some
all
DM
right.
situation, I still wouldn't disrespect him because
But-
at the end of the day, you got to keep it P.
Those-
That's still a nigga
those
that
kids
don't
can be
know
my
nothing
kids.
about you, bro.
No, but let me ask you this though.
Okay, what
Hold on.
if you watching him and he said he replied, he sent one of her pictures in the DM with a GIF of Omarion eating watermelon.
Oh, bro. First of all, I'm saying, we
I still wouldn't get
fight.
mad, bro.
We gotta fight.
I'll be so dead. I wouldn't. I swear to God, I'd be so dead. I'm like, boy, niggas is so thirsty. Like, I swear
Let
to
me
God,
ask
I'd
you
be
this
dead.
though.
I ain't gonna hold
Would
you.
y'all do
I'd
this?
be on that shit.
Nah,
too,
fool,
bro.
I would not get
I'd be
mad
like,
by
Would
that.
y'all do this though?
That's corny as hell, boy. Get the fuck out of here
so
with your
dead.
lame ass.
No, would y'all do this though? Respectively, like, hey, bro, you look familiar though. What's your name? Then like, they ask her about that nigga. Would y'all do that? Like,
Oh,
okay.
no, hell no.
Like,
Nah, that's
Anthony
not-
Melton?
that's-
But see, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But see,
I don't
no,
care
I ain't
that
gonna.
much.
No, Joe, I'm petty like that though. I'm gonna wait.
I feel you. Yeah,
I am. I'm gonna wait like 2 months down the line and then just like.
Who was
Nah,
Anthony?
Respectfully, I feel like as a man, that's low key kind of insecure. Like,
No,
it's not.
that is no.
I
Okay,
feel like it's
it
a
is,
man
but it
that
ain't
is.
because like so you sometimes you don't know. Is that necessarily?
True.
Now, if you keep bringing it up and things of that nature,
That's insecurity.
That's insecurity. But if you bring it up, just to see where it's
I
at.
wait for an argument.
I
just
feel
so
like
I can
as
win.
your woman, is that being your girl, you should already know your lady. You should already know she ain't gonna get
I'm
down
petty
like
as
that.
a
You know what I
motherfucker,
mean?
bro.
Like, because if you're making
But
this
we
your
can't say that. Time out.
Hey, you
But
heard
you-
respect-
but that's what I'm
we
saying.
can't
You
say that.
should be able to though. If you're making
Oh,
this
like-
your girlfriend, you shouldn't have to question. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to
I feel
question.
like-
You know what I'm saying? If she fucking this nigga, like even if somebody was to show you, like like you said, that situation, you should already have in your mind that I know my girl gonna turn that shit down. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I already know she ain't on that shit. So that's why it's comedy to me because I know you ain't gonna get it.
Like if he like.
Now hold on, game changer. If it's just some no homo, some big
Sexy
Rico
ass.
Suave ass, you know what I'm saying? Like
You
alright.
kind of thinking of
Now
like,
that
like you
changed the
see
dynamics,
insecure.
so
depending on the dude.
Yeah, I'm not insecure. Like I used to be very insecure, but like I definitely have to work on that in my life. But like I wouldn't be secure, but I would take an extra second and a half to be like, what she though?
Okay,
like, you know
let's,
what I'm saying?
let's
No,
be
for
honest.
real, though.
Niggas don't know they insecure until they're in a situation that just makes them feel insecure.
Yeah.
So
I-
niggas can say that they
I've
don't
been in
insecure,
situations where I
but
feel
every nigga
insecure.
gets insecure.
But
every
you know what?
once in a while.
Another thing, bro. You know your girl's tight,
Exactly.
so you'll know if she will be into this nigga.
Not
like-
necessarily, because some chicks just will be with
Oh, okay,
random
well.
ass niggas. Like,
But
one
nah,
yesterday.
for the most part, I'm aware it's like you should know your girl's
It's like
type of
their
nigga.
homework and shit.
I know niggas be like, yeah, that nigga he can't come
stupid.
around.
Yeah,
I
like
know.
if she was single, she'll fuck with me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let Eric take over because it seems like he got a whole notebook of shit he
Ooh.
want to talk about.
Nigga write a journal.
I don't know where I wanna,
The scenarios on his shirt.
Fuck you talking about? Pick one. Look at that. I don't know. I don't want to get no dead air. Somebody talk about something. I gotta. He put me on the spot.
One more time.
Hey,
Doing
though.
scenarios?
Pick one, bro.
I was
Did
gonna
y'all hear
say,
about
it's
Diana?
You're about 30 minutes in already.
All right, man. Let me just give you a random ass topic real quick.
Diana
Fuck
walked
it.
up to me.
Y'all ready? Let's switch it up. Out of everybody,
She said,
I guess you can say rap game. You can say entertainment industry. Who holds the title as the hardest light skinned nigga?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Drake.
Like,
No.
By what?
Dead
By
or
what? though?
alive?
It's
Dead
between
or
Drake
alive?
Chris
By
Brown.
what? though?
Drake,
Like,
absolutely.
What are we talking about? Like hardest in general?
Yes, we ain't. I'm not. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
Suge
I'm
Knight.
saying like as far as no, because that's he like
That's-
like me.
He
like, you know what
dark.
I'm saying?
He dark skinned, but he light
No,
skinned.
that nigga is light as shit.
He light skinned,
Oh,
bro.
I heard
will.
Jay,
Are we tripping?
Jay Valentine.
Exactly.
Aight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
For the past
That
decade,
is-
Drake has been the epitome of
I
light
can't.
skin.
I can't put nobody over Drake, bro. The Drake has crossed so many boundaries of like.
It's either
You
him
talking
or
But y'all,
Street
that's
shit?
what I'm saying.
What
I'm
we
talking
talking
about. I'm
about,
talking about like all around like street
Street shit?
respect, all that shit, bro. Drake not. A nigga
Drake
will
don't have
slap the
street
shit out of-
respect.
T.I.
Wow.
If a
You
nigga,
know how
a
big
random
Drake
nigga will
is?
slap the shit out of Drake.
Okay.
No, he
We're
was.
not talking about. We're not talking about
Oh,
like
you
his
wild.
popularity. We talking about niggas in the street.
That's
like,
what I'm saying, bro.
Drake-
I'm talking
listen.
about-
Drake, I think Drake could be the nigga.
I'm
He
sorry.
not. He not gang
Hold
related.
on,
Street
I'm not gonna.
nigga.
Drake.
He not.
Drake is not gang affiliated,
ties.
but I'm not. Gonna, he's welcome in every hood. Like
I
when
was
you
gonna
got
say, ain't nowhere
when you
he
got
can't
niggas
go.
like Lil Durk and Game. That's like
Everywhere.
yeah.
LA,
That's why
YG.
Lil Durk more.
He can go to
I'm
Southern
saying, bro.
Compton. He can go
Because I get no,
anywhere,
he
bro.
can't, bro.
Yes,
I
he
guarantee you right now,
can.
Drake cannot pull up to
Not
no
by
O-Block.
himself.
First of all, he
Exactly.
called- he said, hey,
Drake
Geechee.
is not pulling up to
No,
no O-Block.
he said, hey, Geechee.
Drake not pulling up
Yeah.
to the jungle.
Drake
Drake
shot
not
a-
pulling up to no.
He shot a
Yes, he
video at
is.
Marcy's,
By
bro.
himself.
by himself with
he
more.
not-
Yes,
he
he
not-
shot a
he
video.
not
in
doing
See,
Mark
yeah, what are
Mark
you
Marquez.
saying,
We ain't finna
bro?
argue that, bro. 'cause
Bro,
that's
he
kind of-
Cali,
Yeah,
New
see,
York. He can go anywhere he want to
No,
go,
I'm not gonna lie,
bro.
fool. I'm not even
Anywhere you
on
wanna
Drake
go.
like that.
You talking
but
like
he-
Drake
he-
in the whip? Just
Drake can go
pulling up
anywhere.
Drake can go
Overlock like
anywhere
it's normal.
and be okay, bro.
No.
Niggas can't touch
I can't
Drake.
see
He's not
that.
going to
I'm
Philly
gonna-
like that.
He can go anywhere.
No, he not. No, he not.
He can go
I can't see
anywhere,
that.
bro.
He really can, bro.
Him and Meek cool now, so nigga, if
Not,
Meek
not
say he
then.
good,
Not then.
Bro, no, Joe,
No,
hold on.
now,
when
nigga,
when they
look now.
wasn't cool, he went to Philly to perform.
ARL,
No, he didn't go to no hood though.
He's
You
with
know what I'm saying?
ARL,
Bro,
bro.
they was waiting
You can go
outside
to
the
the
gate for
attractions,
him.
you know what
bro.
he's
I'm
with
saying?
ARL, bunny. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm not
you
gonna
know
lie,
why?
I
You
can't-
know
I
what he
can't-
had?
Alright, anyway, we
Security.
gonna get off Drake. Who else? Who else can we think of?
Gotta say Chris
Stop.
Brown.
It's him or Chris Brown, bro.
That's the only two niggas.
Chris Brown though, yeah.
yeah, Chris Brown.
They the epitome.
But now I
of
heard,
Like,
I did hear they
forget
talk
Drake.
about Jay Valentine in the streets like a motherfucker.
I
Like
heard Trey Songz was too. Respect.
Trey Songz is brown. He ain't
I'm
like.
gonna say he not light skinned.
Yeah,
I feel like we
Like-
forgetting a lot of good people. We only saying people in our damn generation.
You only
Jay
say,
Holiday.
bro,
Talking
light
about
skin's not
motherfuckers dead
popping
or
like
alive.
that, bro.
Relax, little boy.
Y'all not. This is not 2002. Y'all is not doing it like that.
T.I.
what's the nigga name?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Back
Il
then.
DeBarge.
Dark skins had it in the
That's back
90s.
then.
Yeah, nigga.
The dark skins
yeah.
are back.
Vaughn
bro.
Osley?
Switch it over.
Yeah, he was like
he more like Cornwall.
I think this
said Ron
conversation.
Isley?
Oh,
Actually,
We
we
talking
talking
about
about
old
the we talking about the
Michael
wrong thing.
Jackson. No, I'm playing.
Boy, get the fuck out.
What this conversation is proving to me is that light skins are out of style, and I've been saying that.
well, shut your,
It's only two
shut
niggas.
your extra crispy ass up.
It's only two niggas we can talk about, bro. We've been done took this shit.
I name a dark nigga. Go ahead. This for shits and
Gideon.
giggles.
Brent Fayez,
We steady naming current people.
the baby.
These are not. No, he's brown.
All these are dark skins.
No, they're not.
T-Pain?
No, the dark skin niggas is like Tyrese. What more do you want from me? Those
I
y'all
thought
type
we were
of
talking
niggas.
about nude.
You should have had a pool of people to
Yeah, you
pick
should,
from.
Joe Budden,
bro. These
Fuck
are all
outta here.
old niggas.
a real
That
nigga.
nigga said Joe Budden would technically lucky be a light skinned nigga.
Yep.
He
Joe
like
Budden was that nigga.
he
back
like
then.
that last shade of light
Stephen
skin.
A. Smith.
And Joe Budden did have a Steve.
Chris Broussard.
Are we going? If we going all? Are we going all aspects? Then we gotta go. Steph Curry's in there. We gotta throw in Javante Davis in there. We gotta throw in
The list is so
Patrick
big.
Mahomes,
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the
the
Rapper.
First of all,
Rapper.
Patrick is but no.
Patrick Mahomes is
Patrick
no,
light skin.
Okay. Actually,
Oh
he's
no,
not
I'm
light
talking,
skin.
he don't got respect like that.
He's not light skinned. He's black and white. We're talking about light skin.
That's light. Shut up. He's light skinned. What are you talking about, bro? The skin of him is
Okay,
light.
okay, that is true.
Come on, bro.
He not no. He
He's
can't.
not yellow. He's
He,
like
not, he ain't getting respect in the hood like that.
Yeah, he not just going to no hood.
He not
Bro,
surviving.
not?
If Pat Mahomes
Before-
right here, bro,
Before he
good.
threw a touchdown, he can just go in the
Have
hood.
you heard that
like,
nigga voice? He
Yeah,
sound
I'm
like he from
here.
the OC, nigga, stop playing.
I'm here, guys.
Okay, I want to let y'all in on something.
This is biased
If you
anyway.
have more
It is
than
very
$50,000 in bank account, you can go anywhere in the world. Them hood niggas is not gonna be like
50,000.
about 50 million. I'm sorry.
This is
You
biased.
got
This is
more than-
biased anyway because I'm the only one in here from the light delegation anyway. So
He said the light that
First of all,
Lyndon,
he's not
you
like
in
that
here
at
with
all.
your brothers
He's
right
already
now.
He's the only nigga from the albino
Cecil's
community.
more closer
is
to y'all than he is.
light-skinned.
Hey, bro,
Light-skinned.
Lyndon
Do
is
like
a.
Cecil.
We not
Cecil
gonna
do
time
like
out.
this.
But you have on a
No,
tank
time out.
top and shorts.
Time out.
You're
We're not gonna let Lyndon
light-skinned.
get away with that.
If we all went out right now, they
You're
would all
sexy
pick
ass.
me out as the light skinned nigga.
No, you're albino. That's your albino friend. That's the vanilla nigga. That's who that is. dog.
nigga said out.
That
He
nigga
ain't
is
even
not-
light skin. He said you
All right, man.
vanilla.
What's the next?
He
one?
come
All
into
right,
like
okay.
That was too easy,
Switch.
bro.
All right.
Drake is-
Switch the mood. Here we go.
That nigga.
Moral test. Would you guys
That'd be crazy.
give up 30 years of your life,
Like a One Piece.
30 years,
At 20
to save a random child?
No.
Okay, time out. Can I see the child's future? Because if we be a criminal, fuck no. But if you
But
gonna
it
be a
doesn't
real
matter.
nigga,
It's
yes.
just the innocence.
Okay, hold up,
To
Eric.
save a innocent
in what,
child,
In what scenario? What's the
The
scenario?
innocence.
you can make it whatever you want. To save a innocent child,
No.
would you give up 30 years of
No.
your life?
I'm not saving a random child for
No.
30 years.
Can
of
I
my
do it
life.
early?
That's not-
I'm
no.
not doing
That's
it.
fucked up.
I don't care.
Hey,
I'm going
Okay,
to
like a
fucked
random
up
little
nigga.
child. So one of them kids that was at old girl house, I gotta save.
Let's just say you're walking down the street and it's a little girl
Fuck no,
just happened
dude.
to run down the street and this buzz about to smoke her ass. The buzz about to take her out this world.
Shit.
But just so happened, whatever, a genie freeze time and talk to you and say, hey, if you say this little girl right now, I'm taking 30 years of your life or watch her die.
So I get
Bam, and have
punished.
you- and snap you right back to
So,
reality.
Guess
what you
what?
telling
gonna
me?
do?
Hey, guess what? Guess what? Children are made every day, man.
You feel me, bro? Fuck that.
So what you're telling me?
no.
No, time out. I want to go a
I'm
little
not
deeper.
risking my
I want to go a
life.
little deeper in this
I'm
question. Time out. Time out. No, time out.
This ain't on
fucked
me.
up.
I definitely want to go a little deeper in this
Y'all
question.
fucked
So you're telling me for doing a good deed, I have to lose time with my family,
That's
the
just
people
the
I love.
situation.
What kind of
That's what I'm
bullshit is
saying.
that?
It don't make no sense.
Listen to your options don't weigh out. If you said save this girl
and be a millionaire
or like your family dies or something like that.
But basically, what y'all doing is y'all putting
being selfish.
No, y'all putting a price tag on an innocent life. So an innocent life is worth 30 years.
Fuck her life. What about
me?
No, you. You asking the question, by asking the question, you're the one that put the price tag on.
But
it.
what I'm saying, what y'all saying, no, y'all wouldn't do it. Y'all saying 30 years is more important than
First of all, she ain't even been. First of all, they ain't even been here long enough.
I honestly think I would, bro, because I look at it like this. Let me paint the picture for y'all. Hold on, let me paint the picture for y'all. I'm already 30, which is still a speck on the time, but I've seen enough to life and made enough decisions to where. You know what I mean? Like this innocent life. Like Joe just said, the first thing that came out of Joe's mouth, y'all don't know the future of this child. This child could grow up and save the whole humanity.
But it's not.
Or this child could grow up and be nothing. But I've already grown 30 years and I can still change, but I'm already low-key set where I'm going to be.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
At 30 years old?
No. I'm speaking about me personally, not all 30 years. I'm talking about me.
You personally, you got 2 kids. You finna
that's what I'm
sacrifice
saying.
30 years of your life for somebody over your 2 kids
bro,
who need you.
Want to, but at the end of the day, bro, I feel like that's selflessness.
You finna sacrifice your life over somebody you don't know over 2 kids who need you.
But DJ, you're making it seem like I'm killing myself, bro.
Nigga,
your
2 kids can save humanity.
30 is a
but watch this though. Watch this though. Watch this. Hold on. Watch this.
If you would have said 5, I would say maybe.
It's a trick question because first of all, watch this. This is a trick question because first of all, you don't even know how long you gonna live. So what if one of us in this world lived to be 100?
Hold on.
You're 30 right now.
First of all,
so where's that 30 go?
Let me kill your logic right there. You just said
wait. Hold on. I'm just trying to wait.
That's the beauty of it though.
I'm trying to understand. Because I feel like the situation needs.
So you're supposed to be 59 off rip,
which you don't know.
Now that's taken off 30. So now you might live to see like 37.
You're not dying instantly. You're not going to jail. None of that shit. You continue to live your regular life.
Whatever your life
you were supposed to live, 30 years are taken off of that.
So if I'm 90, I'm
so
at 60.
You won't even fucking know.
Yeah.
You could have had some kids in your 30s.
What if you only had 30 and you saved that child and after that you just died?
You died the next day.
You did one last good deed before you died, bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
You wouldn't want to say
behind bars after his conviction on racketeers and other employees to recruit and abuse women, underage girls, and a teenage boy. Accusations swirled around him for years now. At today's sentencing, several accusers confronted the former superstar, the judge calling his abuse calculated and carefully planned for 25 years. ABC's Stephanie Ramos.
Or you can pause it. That's a good pausing point.
After decades.
Before we even start to if you really sit there and listen to the details of all of this, like if you really know what sex trafficking is, and you really know what racketeering is, then if you put yourself in the shoes of these victims, like the trauma that they're always going to have is just, there's just no coming back from that. So I'm glad they were get a little bit of relief there.
I didn't expect you to say that.
So
what you expect him to say?
I don't know, but I didn't expect to say that. I like it.
I'm happy that it like you said, that people got their justice.
Yeah.
It will just always be crazy to me that someone could be so blatantly in our face for 2 decades, and we just have no idea.
But he's not the only one, though. He's not the only one.
So crazy.
No, and that's the problem, Alex. You know what I'm saying? People
did
did know, though. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't. The general people didn't know. People around him, obviously.
But I feel like keeping it real, we knew too. Even as fans, you know what I mean? We knew. We just at the same time, I feel like honestly, we just turned a blind eye, which we all to blame for that. But at the same time. Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna be straight honest with you. Besides first of all, the whole videotape thing with him, we was churring when that shit happened. So it's not like I remember any of that. So besides that whole fiasco and people talking about it, my whole time growing up listening to R.Kelly, I was never thinking, "Oh, this nigga touches little girls." Like that never went across my mind like once.
Right.
Other than that little videotape thing that people make fun of.
Yeah.
So but even then, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to decipher what's real.
And then he got away with that at that time.
He
So
did.
to throw even more salt on the fire, he was found innocent. So it's like it's so crazy that 20 years later, now all of this stuff comes up, and it's like, dude, he really did that in front of all of us. Like,
But you know what's oh, would you about to
go? Go ahead, bro. I'll go with you.
I think really him getting caught is just like it's a depiction of the times we're in, bro. Like from technology, the research you can do now, women being more comfortable, like with their, you know what I'm saying, with their trauma and being able to come forth and speak about it, knowing that I actually might get
somebody listening.
Yeah, I might actually somebody might be listening and believe me now. So that had a lot to do with it, bro. Like,
thanks.
When I was. Go ahead, because when I was really looking at all this shit, I was like, hey, how was he getting away with this?
Nah, because like I said, I just feel like people turn the blind eye to it because of how talented he was. R. Kelly, I do feel like, you know, R. Kelly, a bit of justice was served. You know what I mean? Like, I am grateful that R. Kelly gave us the content and the art he did when he did. You know what I mean? Outside of that, I don't respect or agree with any of his lifestyle at all. You know what I mean? I feel like what he did to those girls and, you know what I'm saying, the situations he had going was, for the lack of better words, sick. You know what I mean? It was just sick, man. And it sucks that all that sickness, you know, was in the same body as all that talent, you know, but you have to decipher the two.
Yeah. I got a serious. Sorry.
Well, for your question, bro, let's be real. Like, back then, a lot of them was doing that. Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. We got Vince McMahon. We got Vince McMahon allegedly getting.
Giselle got sentenced 20 years too at the same time.
Oh yeah, Vince McMahon allegedly getting accused and all this stuff. All this stuff, like, now is just being light shed on it. Like back then, like they thought they could get away with this stuff. That's why they was doing it. Now that you know, saying you can speak up.
Well, that's why I agree with Eric that people knew, but it makes me think, like, how far did it go? Because there's been so many testimonies of people coming out recently that worked with him a lot and that were always around him that, you know, swear by him, like that he was this great guy and everything like that. Like Tank was just on Drink Champs talking about how much he praises him and that he never knew he was into any of that kind of stuff. So it's like,
it's crazy.
Who really knew
but it's
what
like,
was going on?
When you good, you good. You know what I mean? So I feel like at the same time, R. Kelly had got so comfortable and felt like he was just so you know what I'm saying, doing the shit, like he knew kind of probably when to turn it on, when to turn it off, you know, who to be on that shit around, who not to be on that shit around.
But think about when he was hot, like 2002 to 2005 and past that, like he was working with everybody. Yeah. Same girl with Usher.
And I do feel like he was in that stage. He was in that stage of not giving a fuck. That 2005, the era that you talking about, he didn't give a fuck. I feel like that's when he didn't give a fuck until, you know what I mean? Like I feel like somebody in the circle started to, hey bro, you got to kind of calm down.
There it is.
You know what I mean?
Trapped in the closet.
To answer Lyndon's question, how was he doing it? According to the report, he had help from not only his team but law enforcement.
I believe it.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Dirty cops,
paying niggas off.
This ain't got nothing to do with R. Kelly.
And the parents are some of the victims too.
Oh, definitely.
The parents are some of the
getting paid off.
Nigga,
getting paid off.
This ain't got nothing to do with R. Kelly, but it's on the subject. But like, you know, we talk about the time of like 2000, 2005 and shit. Like, you know, it was a show on TNT, if I'm not mistaken. They were showing like documentaries of
Room Raiders.
Bitch, the
Knicks.
The Girls Gone Wild niggas was like. It was like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I believe that.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah, they was just sporting all them.
Because if you just think back to your youngest memories of seeing the little commercials of the Girls Gone Wild, every female you seen on there has so much fucking energy, bro. Yes, they were just so live and bubbly.
Like,
and each time you see it, they'll be in a different part of the country. I mean, not country, but you know what I mean, in the United States. Yeah, so just everywhere you go, and all these females are so turned. They just, you know what I mean?
They drugged up.
You know what I mean? Like titties. You know what I mean? Like girls going wild. Like,
ooh, look at my country.
Y'all was drugging these females. Like I full-heartedly.
Everybody wanted to get naked. No,
I full-heartedly believe that. You know what I mean? Because before you got to think about it, all we doing is cutting the cameras on. They probably done popped up with bottles, drinks, cups. Here you go. You know, like let's turn up. This is for Girls Gone Wild. Oh sure.
And let's talk about since we're going there. Oh,
But I remember,
I don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody,
Everybody like take them on the bus and shit.
you know, it'd be about 2 a.m.
Nigga,
You up and you watching that shit.
He was waiting up till 2 o'clock to watch.
We
that
all
shit. Get the
would.
fuck outta here.
If you sit here and say you
I was
was
watching
alive.
cartoons and shit.
We
No,
all
you was not, bro.
we all was
We was scared to
watching
watch
it.
One at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
No, I'm saying we all was watching it,
Yeah.
but at that time, you're not thinking about the
Exactly.
the underneath
Exactly,
stuff, the
yeah.
behind
Yeah.
the scenes.
Yeah.
As I
like-
at this age now,
You
I don't
see that
see
shit.
stuff like that without thinking something going on.
Exactly.
I don't
You know
know
what
if this
I'm
is.
saying?
I don't know if this is true.
Because it
Hold up.
it is some freak nasty. Hey,
No, it is.
Yeah, that
It
You-
is.
I've learned how to
But
decipher.
I'm
That's
saying,
what
like,
he's saying.
if you have a whole 6 ring, there's no way that there's not money and some type
yeah.
of like underneath stuff going on to where
Because
these
you
women-
got to cover your tracks.
right.
You have
These
to.
women, some of these women aren't comfortable with this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Even
That's
their-
like
yeah.
Elaine Maxwell. She just got sentenced too. I
Yep.
think it was
Yeah.
like 20 years or something like that.
And I
20
seen
years,
somebody
yeah.
try to bring up an argument was just like, oh, it's fucked up that R. Kelly got 30 years and she got 20 years. And I was just like,
No.
He was
like
fucking these girls.
Yeah, he
that's
was
what I'm saying.
doing
Like, that was
some
kind of
fucked up
stupid to me
shit.
because
She
you're
was just-
talking about
yeah.
the actual, the
She was
abuser.
just
You listen to the person that did it, and she was just a hand in it.
She was recruiting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She was just a hand in it. So I feel like, you know, the justice was served on her end too. Like,
Definitely.
you got 20
You got 20
years, you deserve that
years.
shit. Because she not going to do that whole thing. Just same way R. Kelly ain't
Yeah,
going to
they
do that
got the
whole thing.
hammer, but they still kind of like
Left the nails.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because
I like
they're
that
both.
shit.
That was fire.
bro.
They're both already like pretty old.
On their way
so,
out.
You know,
Exactly.
30 and 20. If they do live to see that and
They're
get
gonna do
out,
about
it ain't gonna matter.
9,
so.
maybe.
I feel like R. Kelly will probably get out, but old girl ain't going to get out. No disrespect. But she's
You
like,
think
she's.
so?
Yeah, nah,
No,
she's
he
too
doesn't
old.
drop an album.
I think the reverse.
He
bro.
better.
think he
He
might
better
drop.
not drop out.
I
think
think
he
the
might
predator
drop.
is wrong in prison.
He
bro.
better not drop out.
They ain't going to have R. Kelly.
That's not gonna happen.
Mix
R.
it
Kelly.
with ignition.
I
coming
can't lie
straight out
because-
of prison.
I can't lie because, especially
Take that
especially,
shit back.
especially growing up.
That was underrated.
Growing up, like I grew up on a lot of R. Kelly. Like my parents used to play it, my grandparents used to
Of
play
course.
it. Fucking barbecues,
Not
like
even,
all
bro,
types of shit.
he was
So-
just
and it's
everywhere, like-
I don't. it's-
Yeah.
There's never been a situation where it's like somebody
Dude.
that's this influential to our culture that did something like this, other than the whole
Bill Cosby.
thing, where it was like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
Time out.
But hold on, though, Alex. Hold on.
Hold on,
To
let me
combat
finish
what you
let me finish
said.
my point because my main thing is like I said, I'm happy that justice is served, but I'm still conflicted to the point where it's like I don't know how to even feel anymore as
I
far as
don't.
like playing
But-
his music because I want to, but then at the same time I don't because it's like
They tried to do the same thing to Michael, though, Alex. On his way out, remember? When they
They
tried to
tried
put
to
that
hold
little
that nigga
boy
down.
shit on him right
They
before,
tried
you
to
know what I'm
hold
saying?
that
They
nigga,
tried.
bro.
I'll tell you what.
They was finna take that nigga to court. They was finna do. I promise
With
you,
the
you know
R.
what I'm
Kelly
saying?
shit
They was
now.
finna do exactly how they did R.
Yep.
Kelly was what they gonna do to Michael
Michael.
Jackson.
But they ended
Because
up
let's just say this R. Kelly isn't. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of fudge. Let's say it ain't that bad. And let's just say the man is trying to make it that bad. They were trying to do the same thing to Michael Jackson, and I feel like that because they weren't able to get Michael. All right, who's the next one we got?
No, but
R. Kelly.
I
You know what I mean? Who is the
honestly
next person
believe-
that's gonna pack them?
I believe out of all the stuff that's happened, like I don't believe Michael was doing the extent.
I
of shit.
really
I don't
don't.
believe
I really
Michael. I
don't.
don't.
I can't.
Now,
I believe
I know he was
I
mentally
believe he
ill.
I believe he was on some weird shit. Like he was he's a kid trapped in an
He
adult
wasn't a
body.
regular
Definitely.
grown up. He
He
was
was
not a
on
regular
some
grown up.
weird shit.
Let's be
I don't
real.
believe he was doing the shit that
He
was
wasn't
saying.
raping. I
If
really
it
don't.
came out,
believe
if it came out to be that he was, then by all means lock his ass up. But they
Facts.
didn't. That's not the case. With R. Kelly, it's like I still have this nigga's songs in my phone, so it's
Facts.
like
Can I ask you a question?
it's like. Do we just never acknowledge him ever
me-
again?
let me-
like,
Go
You
ahead,
gotta
Joe.
separate it.
Go
You
ahead,
have to
Joe.
No.
separate the art from the chaos, from the
I
masses.
agree.
hold on.
Go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna ask, and this kind of a dark question, but I just want to ask, like, do you think, respectively, that some of them songs he came out with was about the shit he was doing?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Like,
Probably.
It has to be.
Innuendos and
Definitely.
things
Yeah.
like that.
Trapped in the
Like,
Like,
closet.
your ignition
Ain't
type
nothing
shit.
but a number.
I promise you that
Oh yeah,
Trapped,
for sure. That was
You
about
know,
Trapped
yeah.
in the Closet was definitely like an homage to something he did.
Ooh,
That was
see
too.
that.
That was
wow.
Probably.
too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Too detailed.
yeah.
But at the same time, Trapped in the Closet, especially 1 through 12, is probably one of the greatest like
Things
Ever.
R&B operas.
Nigga, that's
put
the
on,
best thing
like,
I've ever heard, bro.
Especially
Yeah.
if you watch him do it live, where
Bruh.
he does
Like,
all the parts
that shit's
himself.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what
Nah,
the
but I
fuck?
like the videos better. But the live is good.
The live
I
is crazy,
definitely like
yeah.
the videos that go with it because
I
it
love
just
it.
paint the story and the character. And I just feel like it's so player of them mouthing off him singing every part. You get what I'm saying? This man is
that
still
was.
singing every part, but I
clean
gotta
as
act
fuck,
this
bro.
acting out what I've sung. You know
But
what I mean?
even think of it this way: the Bill Cosby situation. He was known for his TV shows, and he had a few other things like a couple books.
Yeah.
You can wipe that stuff away and forget that it happened.
Yeah.
People already don't even know what the Cosby Show is.
This
But
generation.
this nigga
is-
R.Kelly,
His music is gonna
I'm
live
saying,
forever.
I Believe I Can Fly is like one of the top used soundtrack songs of all time.
It's in
So
Space Jam.
we just gonna forget about that song and
It's
like
in
all
Space
together.
Jam. No, I think two things can be true, and then like, you know what I'm saying, like what he did could be like sick, but he could still have been one of the most talented artists.
It's like
He was.
Eric
It's
said,
like-
bro. It's like Eric said. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, differentiate the music.
Exactly.
From,
You
'Cause
can't take down the art, especially when it's in
Yeah.
Space Jam, and you know it's just like
he was an artist.
Don't-
at the end of the
so
day.
Don't crucify me, but I'm gonna go ahead and for another example, you gotta speak on what's the name?
Epstein?
No, hell no.
No,
I'm
well, I
talking
mean, he
about
put movies
what's the
out
name from the Patriots?
you talking about
Aaron Hernandez. You know what I'm saying? Sick motherfucker, but he was talented as fuck on the
He
field.
was,
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have to find a way to separate. That was a hard one. You know what I mean? But you have to.
I don't like the analogy just because R.Kelly was like really
But
that nigga, and Aaron Hernandez was just
Just
What
good.
I'm saying, but he
Good.
was still good though. You know,
Yeah, I
that's
get what
my
you're
point.
saying.
Yeah, but
Okay,
he ain't
so
no
la-
R. Kelly.
so
he
last
wasn't
thing.
good enough to erase his.
No.
His sins and shit.
He low key forgot his name. Just that.
Like,
So
R.
last
Kelly, I was
thing,
like,
moving forward, how do we address playing his music?
I'm
So
playing
if you
this
go
shit.
somewhere and you
I'll tell you that right now.
do you have to say something every time you
No,
play?
I'll tell you exactly what I'm saying.
You
Y'all
gotta-
gotta
y'all
say
answer
what
that.
you
'Cause I don't
think.
listen to him anyway.
You can say what you want.
But when's the last time, respectively? When
I never
what
did.
last time you went to a function and heard a R. Kelly song?
Every time.
Wes is.
And you do not hear an R.
black.
Kelly song in any function.
Which
respectively.
one? Hold
Not in
up.
the past few years. I will agree. I don't think.
Time
that.
out.
Yeah, in your car. I'm
Who's
talking about
you
at a
gonna
public function.
I would play my music in public, and somebody let the go first.
If I want to start doing.
I'm not gonna act like R. Kelly didn't make no great.
Exactly.
No, he did, but I'm
Great
saying, but
music.
we
I'm
don't
saying
hear.
Y'all have to answer that because he's not D'Angelo.
What
to
I'm
me.
saying, we
That's
don't
it.
not
hear.
who?
Wes almost.
He's not who?
I'm
Wes.
sorry.
He not who?
What? You talking about?
Who is D'Angelo?
Maybe Landon understands.
Who
what
is
I
who is
mean.
D'Angelo?
All I'm gonna
I love
say,
D'Angelo.
all I'm gonna say in
Who's
regards to Wesley is, especially with you being so high and mighty on
dead ass.
your artistry and like songwriters,
Yeah.
for you to not fuck with R. Kelly is just crazy to me.
Crazy,
But
bro.
on top of that, anyway,
That's fair.
it's just moving forward. It's like with the stigma
with him.
around it,
Don't get me wrong.
like going towards what Joe was saying. I haven't heard people playing it in the past 4 or 5 years simply because of the situation. But if we're going to agree moving forward that you have to separate his music from who he is, how do you go about it without... Because, like, okay, now you might turn him on. You might play Step in the Name of Love at your wedding, and half your wedding sit down and make a stank face, and the other half turn up. What do you
Okay.
do? You know what I'm saying?
But to play devil's advocate, Aaliyah just got when her music dropped on Apple Music, it went crazy, and half her stuff was talking about R. Kelly. So I
Half
don't.
of her stuff was written by
But-
R. Kelly.
Yes, so I don't feel like you know
Half
what I'm
of a lot
saying.
of shit has been.
But what I will say on that though, only because she wasn't doing no inferior shit though. That's why it's not.
Inferior shit.
She knew how
No,
it
but
was
she
done.
had content. No. But
they was
no,
married
but
before.
her
That's what they
parents.
say.
No, her
That was
parents.
they say. I don't know
Her
how true that
parents
is.
did consent to the situation.
Yeah, it was a situation like
So
we
that-
talked about on the last episode where
That
it was
automatically
consensual,
counts out a lot of shit because
which is weird, but
her guardians are okay with that. Which you can feel how you feel, but legally it's okay
have-
only
yeah,
because
yeah.
they have consent for the people that created her. So.
I just want to be real. If like Step in the Name of Love comes on, ain't nobody gonna sit there and think, oh, this R. Kelly. Like they finna dance because it just sounds like good music. So
anyway,
All right.
In
In conclusion, come on, hostess with the
He not
most.
D'Angelo.
We still keep on coming.
that was a good discussion though.
Yeah, it was. We're gonna go on over to BET Awards
hey,
to a guy who got a Lifetime Achievement Award, which R. Kelly would never get for now.
Could have, but go ahead.
But
I was about to say. he was
the
close.
BET Awards, P. Diddy got a Lifetime Achievement Award, which is
Take it.
Don't entertain it. Don't entertain it.
which is well deserved.
I'm
I
joking, man.
actually
Much love. Bro.
Low key watched his documentary on Netflix, which is incredible. I'm kind of like embarrassed to say that I forgot that he had his hand in so much great music.
I told y'all. When
And-
these the same niggas
and
as on last podcast talking about,
last-
oh Diddy, oh name one consistent person you done had in the
I'm
rap.
going off
Like
of what I've seen. That's all.
What?
I do
put some respect
recant my
on-
statement to
on
say
Puff
that
Daddy.
if Chris Brown was to sign to Diddy, he would have been that guy.
That's what I'm saying. I told y'all that last part. I don't think so. I think that's why
I'll
y'all
admit
gotta
when I'm
put
wrong.
some respect. You know
I'll
what
admit
I'm
when
saying?
I'm
Y'all
wrong.
Put some respect
I'll admit
on
when I'm
Diddy,
wrong.
bro. We talking about Puff Daddy, bro. The nigga got 15 names that everybody know. You know what I mean? Like, you have to put some respect on Sean Combs.
Yeah.
Shout out to that black man that done made it from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? He can be annoying at times, but you know. He done made a way, and he done made money for a lot of niggas, or help niggas make a lot of money for themselves. I definitely respect
For
P
sure.
Diddy.
Diddy is
And
definitely
everybody and their mama has drank Ciroc. So shout out to Diddy.
Diddy's a living legend, and if you don't pay attention, you won't really
Yeah,
see all
I
the
guess.
the things he's had his hand in. But you want to talk about a real businessman, a
love.
dude that understands
He made his
the
way.
ins and outs of
Facts.
everything in the game. Like, that's definitely Diddy.
Facts.
And when he was rattling off them hits at the BET Awards, bro, it just it reminded me, even though I was already aware, it reminded me. I was like, damn, he made that too, and that. I was like, I forgot he did that too.
I still do his dance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Yeah, Diddy dance.
Now, you know, I'll joke
Does he
aside.
have an iconic dance?
yeah,
the Diddy.
it is just it wasn't even like Diddy made it cool to just like
Shimmy.
not even shimmy, bro. It's just like he was just swagging it out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He was,
Like, it
though.
wasn't even a dance move. He was just so
Grooving.
cool
Moving,
with it. Like
He was one. Okay, I'll joke aside. You know, I'm making a lot of jokes about Diddy, but I'll joke aside. He will go down as one of those guys. You say they kind of did a lot of shaping, a lot of molding.
yeah.
Facts.
You know, like you got your Jay-Z. I feel Jay-Z is a part of that. I feel the other guys.
Facts.
Honestly, I feel 50 would be one of those guys.
Yeah, facts.
Diddy's one of those guys where like you see those posts on Facebook where it's like, would you take one lunch with this person or whatever? Where it's like
hey,
one
good shit.
one meeting
He
with
should
this
already-
nigga.
Good shit.
I
One
feel like
meeting
he
with
should
this
already be
nigga
in that.
could like set
Good
you
shit,
over
Alex.
the bar.
He should
Like,
already-
That's
how many-
actually a good
how many-
question.
How many artists you know like? All they just talk about a meeting they had with Diddy.
Yep,
Not even something that they
exactly,
did. They just
exactly.
I
That's good
I
shit,
sat down
Alex.
with Diddy and this and that, blah blah blah.
Good
It's like,
shit. Who would you
I
pick?
actually-
The lunch with Jay-Z or Diddy?
Jay-Z.
Do with Diddy, because Diddy, trust me, go watch the documentary. He does not settle less than perfection. So if I don't come with,
But why you
perfection
down
to-
yourself?
I was
then?
about to
Why
say,
you down
'cause
yourself?
I don't want to
He
be.
make you
but
not
he
to
brings-
adapt yourself.
You'll
But
be
watch
nervous.
this. Watch this.
You'll be
What
nervous
if you
to
do
go
That's
on.
you.
But what
That's
if you
you,
do
nigga.
exactly?
I see
That's
what
I'm
DJ is saying, but at the same
But
time,
not me.
That's your
But
best, though.
Different.
Exactly.
perfection is in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
Like, when he was looking at Chris Brown and he was 12, 13, and he was looking at him, he wasn't saying, Chris Brown, you trash, or you can't do this. He was looking at him, he was saying, no,
The
you're not
image,
ready yet.
the
You
image,
still
I
cooking.
think Diddy's
One-
superpower is he's motivated. He's a motivator.
Yeah.
He can get around anybody and make you
Diddy
the
is
best
the
version
LeBron
of you.
version. You know what I'm saying? Fucking.
That's true. He can.
You know,
he just knows.
Put that nigga around somebody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? With a little something, I'm
Yeah.
gonna make it a little better. You know what I mean?
He's LeBron with a Kyrie attitude sometimes.
Like for
he can-
example,
he can
like,
fuck some shit
I'm
up.
not mad at that.
He can
see
fuck
that.
some shit
That's
up, but
actually-
if
That's a
if
good-
Diddy
that's
can
a
make him
good-
fuck some shit up.
For
fuck with
example,
that.
in the doc, bro, like they was at this little performance
usual
center in
crazy.
Philly. They thought they had the perfect like shit. Everything was perfection.
They set up the venue for him.
Yeah, they was
Uh-huh,
like, bro,
uh-huh.
this is it. Like we got everything. He gonna be so proud.
Yeah.
man. And they was like, he got pulled up, was like, yeah, y'all all hyped up like this finna be, you know what I'm saying, the shit. Like it better be
Yeah.
the shit. He walked in and was like,
Shit
nah,
trash.
I ain't fucking with this. Look at these lights. These
But
like
see,
some
you know
Walmart
when I
lights
met
and shit
that
like
Diddy,
that.
I met that Diddy in making the band. Like everything, like they did.
See,
some
but
shit
I didn't take that serious. I thought that was an
Well,
act
I
for the
didn't,
show.
No,
but
that
I
was
was
real.
so
Some was
young.
raw, some was real.
I was so young that I took it as these niggas really doing this shit. Like
Nah, facts.
they
They
trying
was.
their hardest, and this nigga don't give a
To
fuck.
be perfect,
bro.
and he don't give a damn.
Well, you talking about the man that throws $2 million parties
Exactly.
just
That's
because.
hey.
Showing up
Because
on a
that's what
yacht
he did. We
and
need
then
to speak
leaving
on
in the
that
car
too.
type shit.
At the BET Awards, he gave away $2 million. He gave
Yeah.
away $1 million. What was it to HUBC? I mean,
HBCU.
HBCU.
I think it was Howard University.
Howard
or
University,
Hampton, one
and
of
then he gave another $1 million to
Jackson State.
Jackson State.
Yeah, like I kind of understand it though, because when you're doing it at that level, the scrutiny and the eyes that you have on you, like it's just you can't even imagine it, bro. Like when you're that big to where if we go to the gas station right now, people gonna stop and start taking pictures, bro. Like everything
Facts.
you do has to be on point. So it probably looked great to us, but to him, he like nah.
And
you know,
speaking
I
of
need
like,
this to be.
when we talk about Diddy and we were talking about him just putting on so many people, I use him not just now that I'm thinking about it. I feel like that's an example of what I be meaning when I'm saying somebody putting on for their people. You know what I mean? Or doing something for your community, not your community, but for our people. You know what I mean?
Felt he
Like
been
it's
doing
just
that
like
from the beginning.
you can exactly, but it's just like you can have that money and you can have that fame and you can have all that good stuff. But if you only keeping it to yourself, for example, not to shame, no disrespect at all, but to the Jay-Z's. You know what I mean? When you getting them billions, when you getting them millions and you just kind of steady building your own empire, you know what I mean? That's all cool and all and no disrespect to it. But at the same time, you got to also shine, to me, in my book,
But
more
sometimes
like
you gotta,
on Diddy when you got those guys that are also building their empire. But at the same time, if I see somebody right here that can help me build my empire and I can help them build their own, why not?
Yeah.
You know?
To your point, bro, like, actually when Kanye made his first appearance, like, in a long time on BET Awards, he actually was kind of saying that, like, all them, like the Jay-Z's, all them that making they
billions.
No, their I mean, what's the shit? The record labels. They image they shit around Diddy, like you know what I'm saying. We forget about
how cold he was.
Who did it first? Like it was Diddy. Like
his formula, the way he approached it.
Yeah, it was Diddy who did it first, who groundbreak everything.
That's a good point, bro.
And they all
did a
looked
lot
up
in
to
the
him,
90s,
and they
bro.
all, you know what I'm saying.
That is a good point.
I'm
He
glad.
Did set the way.
I'm glad, like we got a chance to like
live through it,
give him his flowers because no one ever talks about Diddy. No one talks about Diddy. We all. Oh, Jay-Z's out here doing stuff for the NFL.
And then when we do, it's on some negative shit. When Diddy is talking,
but that's why I said I don't remember what episode it was. It was a few episodes back, but I brought him up in like we were talking about legends and shit, and I remembered that song he had put out when he had a big ass party on the street and he moved into like a white neighborhood. I don't know if y'all remember the video.
Which one? Which one, Bray?
Money Making
Oh,
Mitch.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know it's Special Delivery.
Yeah, with G-Dep.
Yeah,
bro, stop playing, bro.
I love
That
that
was
video.
my favorite song back
Stop
in the day.
playing.
And he's on the roof playing golf and shit.
Yes,
we
bro.
ain't going nowhere. That's
We ain't going.
Oh,
that was bro.
Okay, that's not Special Delivery.
Yeah, it's
That's
not. But they both had similar videos.
They did.
Yeah,
they
that's
did.
Special Delivery. That's one of my favorite songs all the time. And Last Night by with him and Keisha Cole. That's
One
of my
thing
favorite
about
songs.
one thing about giving people that are alive their flowers, especially people as iconic as like Diddy and stuff like that, is when you're alive, I feel like you have all of the stigma of the things that you're currently going through. So like we've been able to watch this nigga Diddy for the past 20 years. So it's like we've seen him fuck up. We've seen him do cornball shit. We've seen him do this shit. We've seen whatever. So it's like we have the full totality of it. Whereas if like not wishing it, this nigga was to pass, all that stuff would just be, we wouldn't even think about it. We would just see him for the GOAT that he is.
Yep.
Whereas it's like if you're talking about someone that passed away 20 years ago, like fucking Biggie, if Diddy was, you know,
I was just about to go there.
If Diddy passed the same night as Biggie, they would both be it held in high regard as like these niggas.
And that's
that just
why
did
I totally
shit,
agree.
you know. But it's because he's been alive this whole time. It's harder to give him his flowers while he's alive.
That's why I'll play R. Kelly music, like through all this shit. Like I'm gonna play R. Kelly shit because like that's legendary shit he put out. You know what I'm saying?
And to bounce off what Alex said too, though, it's like I feel like we got to break that also. In conclusion, I feel like we got to break that also because we have to get out of, you know what I mean. You still have to, because everybody knows. I feel like I haven't been at that level, but even when money is involved, even when fame is involved, I feel like it still touches a certain part of your heart when you get credit for how good you're doing.
Fact.
Like, even if you know you that nigga, even if you know you're making good business decisions, even if you know you paid, I think it still touches some part of your heart when somebody tell you, you know what, man, you're doing a good ass job, bro. Like, that shit was fire. You know what I mean? Or you're my idol, bro. Like, I look up to you. Everything you doing, you know what I mean? Like, I praise you. When you give somebody their flowers,
that shit'll hit you different.
I feel like it still hit you. No amount of money, no amount of nothing can take that feeling away.
Facts.
You know what I mean? When somebody hit you with that.
That's why I like Drink Champs to an extent. Even though sometimes I feel like they be dick riding every person that comes on there.
They do.
I like the way that they shower them with the love.
I was about to say,
like, all
I'd
the
rather
time. They're
that.
like,
I'm about to say dick riding is giving flowers sometimes.
Yeah, I'm about to say people
Facts.
see.
But it's a thin
I
line.
like-
It's
I
definitely
think
a thin line.
It's a thin line. It's a thin
So
line.
what other shows
I think Rob
what other
Nation
shows you
also.
watch or radio hit shows that you watch where they they actually shower their
I
guests
agree- I
with
agree with
appreciation and like
Facts.
show them.
I feel
that
like
they
we need to
actually
get
care.
away from calling shit dick riding. Like, why
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. 'cause
Well,
that's-
no.
Okay, there is a
'Cause there's
difference
a
between
difference.
There
dick
is some
riding
dick
and
riding
showing love.
going on
Dick
okay,
still.
yeah, there you
I'm
go.
not gonna
riding
lie.
is like
academics on Drake.
giving praise to a nigga like that don't really deserve it. To be honest, that's why I call it dick riding.
There's
I'll
levels.
call that shit out, bro. But if
Well,
a
okay, I'm not
nigga-
gonna say they don't deserve it. They stretch it.
Yeah, like he's really doing some shit where he really ain't doing
So
much.
seeing that everything I said about Kanye is factual. I don't be dick riding, right? I be keeping it.
No, okay. A lot of stuff you say actually has some merit, but a lot of times you do overdo it. Therefore, it evolves to dick riding.
Okay, there's
Like a
levels to
Pokemon.
it. You're right below
Praise
dick.
to dick ride.
You're right below dick riding at caping. So
I'm about to
there's-
say-
I'm a caper.
yeah.
I go there.
Like you holding his nut, like you just holding his nut.
You in Michigan.
But I'll say this though.
Yeah.
I'll say this though. We did say Donda was that shit though. We
It
did
was.
say
Donda
that.
was that shit.
Donna was fine. I still listen to Donna sometimes.
I know we all do. But all right, on to the
Actually-
next
actually
one.
been falling
I do
off,
want to
though.
talk
Okay,
about
okay.
something before we get out of here, though.
Yeah, last thing,
Just a little bit.
Diddy did it first on everything. Liquor, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, shout out Diddy, bro. Congratulations,
sometimes.
well deserved. I'm glad that this happened while you were alive, so you can smell your flowers.
You ready?
I can't wait to see who next, man.
I hope they
For sure.
smell like cinnamon.
I think they. I think they'll give it to Jay-Z next.
I mean, it's time. If he's in the Jay-Z's in the Rock Roll Hall of Fame, but he don't got a Lifetime Achievement Award, don't add up. But we'll see.
Yeah,
Thinking next.
but
He
all
deserves
right.
it.
A little something I seen, what's going on in the world right now. A little
The
what
war?
the fuck moment.
They about to
no.
open up space.
Yeah.
You talking about how gas went down a couple?
It did.
Let's speak
respect
about
it.
old CERN. It did go down though. Let's talk about CERN. And for those you don't know on the podcast,
yeah, that shit crazy,
and for the fans that don't know about what CERN
Bro,
is,
I've been so deep into that
This shit make me
lately.
sweat.
Talk to me.
CERN is a super particle,
Accelerator.
a particle accelerator they built in Geneva, Switzerland. They did this back in 1998. It took from 1998 to 2008.
And not to cut you off, if you don't know what that is, watch Marvel Avengers.
Yeah.
They have
Or
it on.
just-
About somebody,
or just Google
somebody
it.
probably
Yeah, I
think
say
it's
do
made
your
up.
research.
Or just Google it.
They've been
But
building it for years.
The
There's
reason
plenty
why
of
I said
documentaries.
watch that movie because that type of technology capability
It's what
is
they're
coming
speaking
into
of.
this time.
Yeah,
Joe, you know-
it's just
you know
preparing
that.
us.
I've
Hold on,
always
let me get it
Yeah,
all
go
out
ahead.
though for the fans that don't know though. This machine took
Okay.
from 1998 to 2008 to build
Gun
with
killer.
collaboration of over 10,000 scientists.
Right.
10,000
10,000.
from all over the world,
Yeah.
everywhere but the U.S.
Of course.
All 10,000 of these scientists, none of them are from the U.S.
Of course.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It took $4.75 billion to build this machine. The purpose behind this machine is they're trying to replicate Jacob's ladder.
Yes.
For you guys, for those of you who don't know what Jacob's ladder is, it was a point of time where Earth, Mars, Jupiter,
Yep.
And Saturn.
Venus, and Saturn,
We're all alone.
all of them were in line. Supposedly at this time,
Yep.
it was a portal
Shit here.
opened up to where you can go from world to world to world to world because they were all in line.
Yep.
They're trying to replicate that same portal to either go or have something come here
Right.
from
And-
our world.
And just a little Marvel side note, there actually was an episode.
DJ stupid.
No, it actually was an episode about that same thing. Well, they use different names, but
Some people
the
don't think this
alignment
made
happened
up.
in Marvel. I was gonna throw
He's
that
talking
out.
about,
And
he's
hold
talking
on,
about
though.
Thor: The Dark
they
World.
don't-
where they
I'm not
all-
done
they
yet though. Hold on,
Was that
hold
on
on.
What If or something?
This
No,
thing
he's
was
talking
fired up two times. The second time was in 2012. They fired this thing up. I think
Yeah.
it was at like less than half of the energy, that it could use. I think it was just like a small
You smell
percentage.
what the rocket's cooking. Right?
Now this part is allegedly. The first time they ever fired up, just a little kickstart.
Look, boom.
Little, you know what I'm saying? Just to see if it worked.
Yeah.
Just to see if the electricity, everything worked. There was supposedly a plane flying by in the near area.
And it blew ass.
The plane, no. The plane disappeared just out of thin air from the area it was in and appeared on another side of the world.
That's cap.
Steady flying, everything cool.
Dude, it's Cappy Cap.
That is, yeah.
Second time that
Now,
they
this is not.
that they kicked that thing off, there were two scientists inside where it was gonna be inside the.
Why the fuck
And
were they
I
there?
forgot to add this also. This thing is a circle, 100 kilometers,
Right.
Yeah, I showed the picture.
100 kilometer circle. There were two scientists inside of this thing when they kicked it off. Scientists supposedly disappeared, nowhere to be found. A man and a woman, couldn't find them, don't know where they at. Still haven't been seen to this day.
Well, they just snuck out the back. We don't know.
And they may have.
I don't know anything about that.
That's why I said allegedly before I started.
From what I understand, because like he said, this thing has been around for years. It was initially created to induce a nuclear collision. As far as okay, so stars are basically built by atoms colliding with each other and creating an explosion.
The quote unquote Big Bang theory.
So and the only way to do that is to speed up milliparticles that are so small that you can barely see them so fast that they hit each other. And the only way to do that is to build this big ass fucking ring that they did.
Right.
Yes.
So I know that they've set it off a couple times and they've been successful. I don't know if they've been successful as sustaining the neutron or whatever, but supposedly this is like the only way to recreate this is the beginning of recreating like how to create a universe with like starting a Big Bang or whatever. Basically like how, if you've seen, I think it was Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock where he created the sun. That's basically what they tried to do is
that's the movie I was thinking about.
bang particles together to like create
but
like
Thor,
unlimited.
I think Thor did it too though.
And
here's
the other part.
be the bifrost.
Here's the other part. Supposedly, this is allegedly also, they're firing this thing back up this Tuesday, July 5th, at full capacity energy.
That's cap too.
No. This was on multiple. This ain't just one place I seen this. This is multiple.
If they fired that thing up at full capacity, it is going.
But wait, I gotta look. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay.
It's going to.
I just want to say this.
I don't think
For those watching at home or listening at home right now, I just want you to go and look it up on your own. I'm not telling you what to believe or don't believe. But I'm telling you right now, the power that this type of machine is capable of is really dangerous. And it's real. This isn't no...
But you're talking about a whole bunch of motherfuckers that don't give a fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
I get
what I'm saying?
I get that. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to tell people what to believe.
That's why it's
you
so
could believe it's
believable.
fake. But I'm just saying, just know, I just want y'all to know that they are building this type of technology. And I'm telling you right now, believe me or not, it is real. And it could fuck some shit up.
Yo, and check this out though. Every year during the first week of July, a sacred gateway of energy is activated at Earth and Saturn stars.
Right.
Bringing the highlighted vibrations and spiritual advancements. This is supposedly, you know what I mean? Pretty much that's where it's gonna be like at high levels of spiritual and all that good type of stuff. They're trying to use that as more of an energy source, more of a, you know what I mean, like as far as a good day to do it, like okay, this is bet we got this energy going on from over here.
The best day to,
exactly, this is like the best day to do it, which is why they're picking.
Wow, bro.
What is this is what I'm confused on. Okay, I know the capabilities, but what is the end goal?
To find
that I personally don't.
That's what I'm still trying to.
Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, they're trying to portal travel. They're trying to, like, I guess I don't know the right
have
word.
like a speedway
planet
to
travel, I
yeah.
guess, and also
like Buzz
make
Lightyear.
it to where they can, if need be, I guess, replicate the Big Bang to build a new planet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
because
know
they're different. We're trying to find our ultimate goals. We're trying to find different solutions to where when Earth can't be Earth no more, what the fuck is we gonna do? Because there's gonna become a point in time where we're not just gonna be able to go to Mars. We're gonna have to get out our whole solar system altogether.
Yeah, soon.
You get what I'm saying?
Not soon, but
so that's what they're trying to. That's
they
the
found so much, bro.
yeah, exactly. There's so many. This is just like the third or fourth way. You know what I mean? That they're trying to. Okay, well, if that don't work, we gonna also do this type shit.
I don't know about all the space travel and stuff like that, but like I said, I think it was originally created to generate a sustainable source of power, of like electricity, like a star, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what the main reason for it was. But speaking of that, obviously, now if you go into quantum mechanics and shit like that, a lot of stuff can come from creating that sort of power source, unlimited energy, because a lot of that stuff deals with like black holes and singularities, where it's like we're creating all this energy, but it's coming from similarly like nowhere.
While we talking about that,
as far as like what JOHVAN was referring to, which he's referring to Thor, where there was a convergence, where the 9 realms stacked on top of each other all at one time and allowed you to travel through it.
Yep.
But that is basically, if that was in real life, it would have to be like black holes stacked on top of each other to the point where you can go inside one, and on the other side come out on totally other side of the universe.
Right.
One thing I do want to
go ahead, bro. I'm done.
Okay. One thing I do want to say is you also just the same tabs on this. Keep aware and be mindful of up and coming Mandela effects. You know what I mean? Yes. Shit being all shit that don't seem right. I don't know how true this is, but if they fire this thing up Tuesday, just like I said, and then for y'all who don't know what Mandela effect is, you know what I mean? It's something that was in your mind before, you know what I'm saying, and it never was. Okay. So just be aware of certain things like that. Certain things that
we're gonna be called pressure points.
Because I seen something that I don't know how true this is right here, but it kind of fucked me up. You know what I mean? But the Pyramid of Giza. Okay. The Sphinx, beside it, supposedly, y'all gonna laugh at this.
Used to have a nose.
It supposedly closed his eyes.
Oh yeah.
Like the sculpture, this whole time eyes has been open.
Okay.
But now if you go look at the sculpture,
the eyes are closed.
The eyes are closed. Yeah. Like
shitting me?
The stone.
Yeah, so it's like, oh shit, they're coming.
That's supposedly. Like legitly, like it's still standing there. The Sphinx is still there and everything. But supposedly,
so this could all happen and we won't even realize it.
You won't realize it because it'll be like your mind is playing games on you type shit. You know what I mean? Because supposedly there are so many. There are so many right now Mandela effects. Like the whole Sinbad situation. I don't know if y'all know about that. Yeah. Like everybody thought Sinbad was a fucking movie and Kazam or whatever it's called, and it ain't.
Shazam.
Everybody remember Shazam as the movie where.
Well, no, it was
where
Kazam.
Sinbad was the genie.
It was Kazam.
You know what I'm talking about? What's that light shit?
Talking about the seven seas, Sinbad?
No, it was
that guy, the light skinned dude with the brown freckles on his face.
The comedian.
Yeah, he funny though.
When he played that movie as a genie.
Okay, yeah.
That's not a movie.
I remember that shit though.
I do
exactly.
too.
Everybody, a lot of people around the world remember that shit, and it's not a movie.
What?
It was Shaq.
That's the Mandela effect.
It was him. No, I remember him having the purple shit on.
Exactly. Yeah. That was never a movie. That wasn't no TV show. That wasn't.
So we watched behind the scenes of shit.
That was a movie. I'm saying that's a Mandela effect. That's what Mandela effect is. A lot of people remember that, but it never happened.
They said the same thing with the Disney intro too, the Tinkerbell shit. Yeah, like you can't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Bernstein exactly. They said that with that. Those are Mandela effects to where a lot of people agree.
You can't find Bernstein Bears.
No,
it was the word. Yeah, the name of it.
And they try to make it sound like it was.
Or the cartoons, Looney Tunes.
They said
it was supposed to, like, it's not two O's, it's U and N.
And Flintstones, they said it's not.
Yeah,
it's not Flintstones, it's Flint.
Flintstone.
These are things that always supposedly been like that, but our mind, quote unquote, played tricks on us and made it think something else. That's what Mandela effect.
All right, let's talk about something else.
I heard about that.
But like I said, just be aware. Y'all kind of look out for shit like that here in the upcoming future.
Nah, Eric 100% right. That stuff is real, y'all.
That's a little something just to get your mind going, man. Just to get you, tweak your little brain a little bit.
Research black holes.
And do your research. Do your research.
They building an airship. And it's like gonna be a cruise ship in the sky.
I seen that.
They're not building it, but it's a concept.
No, they actually going.
I thought I saw a story say they was.
They probably are.
Well,
maybe in the next 50 years.
Nah, you might be right.
It won't be in the sky no time soon, but it's definitely.
Well, you know what? You can research this podcast because it's over. This has been another great episode of the 5% Podcast. If you want to see my amazing podcast face, I'm here every Friday live on Facebook Live and YouTube Live at 8:30. And if you want to hear my amazing podcast voice, you can catch me the next day on Saturday via audio. Go on to our Instagram, follow us, the 5% Podcast, and number 5. Do not spell out the 5 because you're not going to find us. Go to our bio and find our latest video and where you can find us on YouTube and Facebook and all our audio spots that include Spotify, iHeart, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and all those great DSPs. Shout out to Anchor as well.
Thanks.
And unfortunately, I'm always here with my fellas.
Hey, it's Rick. You already know what time it is, man. You gotta pay niggas no mind sometime. But
for real.
Yeah, make sure y'all go check out our shit. If y'all weren't able to catch live today, go check out our shit. You know, facts.
This is JOHVAN Lockett, also known as JOHVAN Lockett. I want to end the show with saying that love is very important. I just want everybody to know that tonight. Love is very important. So if you have somebody you love, let them know you love them nice. Just you never know when it's over.
Love you, C's.
It's your boy Brian, you know what I'm saying? Peace, love, and happiness.
I see.
Positive thoughts.
Positive love, baby.
Manifest greatness, everybody.
Thanks.
It's your boy Mary West. Thank y'all for tuning in. Can't do this without y'all.
Facts.
On Juneteenth, which was skipped over, and it's packaged with Father's Day, just so we celebrate our history less. A man by the name of Dante Jones was murdered and hung at a park.
Damn.
And there's been no autopsy. There's been limited to no reporting. It was a hate crime. You know, and his family deserves better. His family deserves answer.
Facts.
And his family deserves justice. So, you know, this type of stuff is still going on every day. You know, as we continue to make progress, let's not forget that we're not at 100%. So, see y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for tuning in every week. We'll see you next week. Peace, and sometime Saturday.
Bro, can you believe in yourself a little bit?
Trying to stand up a little bit.
Stand up in your ass.